It's our off-air show. It's our off-air show. We all love work, say blah, 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 Fran for Joe.
Well, hello and welcome to the Off Air Podcast. My name is Liam. Ben.
Hello there.
Belle.
Hello.
Producer Andy.
Present.
Do we have producer Brody in the house? You hear that? There you go, dog. Producer Tina.
Hello.
Ash in the newsroom.
Hello.
Scudder.
Yeah, you have a thumbs up
Gave a
from
thumbs
his
up
sound
from the other
booth.
room. You getting those grabs ready for the thing, Scudder? Yeah, he's putting them in. Cool. Jack.
I just text him.
Okay.
I can see him coming through the glass door.
Okay, well, look, Scudder has an excuse because he's actually getting some audio for something I wanted to talk about in the Off Air Podcast.
It's a bit of we've just been sitting with our hand up our ass waiting for this interview.
Yeah, look, it's fine. It's honest mistakes happen. There was an interview. It was a bit of a time zone difference. Andy's furious about it. Yeah.
The maniacal laughter while you're furious is slightly terrifying.
Yeah, it's just annoying, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Andy did his job right.
There's ways to minimise this.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal. Jack, welcome, mate. Jump on in there, Doug.
Hi.
They were all a bit tense.
I almost killed Tina yesterday.
What?
Yes.
Yeah,
There was an
finished the
incident.
She was in your
I
car.
almost killed her. Yeah.
It was an incident.
Yeah. So Ben drove to
Was there
Priceline,
another
South Yarra.
headphone incident?
Yeah. I nearly killed her by force. It was like, so Ben was driving down by himself to Priceline, and I'm the nicer one of us too, so I gave Tina a lift. And
Well, I've got like a Kia Rio, so my car's smaller than yours. So
That's got nothing to do with it.
Your car's nicer to sit in.
And what's funny is I heard
Tina,
Tina say...
I was quick to jump.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I heard Tina say, "Can I get a lift with one of you?" And in my head, I was like, "Wow."
That's the second
there's
time
only
Tina's
one
been in my
person.
car. I've given you 2 lifts.
You
now.
have Tina
yeah.
car count.
You know
Yeah.
that I was having my car service the other day.
Yeah.
And Annika's like, "Oh, Ben lives like in the neighbouring suburb. Why don't you ask him to give you a lift?" I was like, "No, that's just not really. That's not a thing."
I'm not gonna do that.
I got the golf clubs in the car as well, so it makes it hard.
Oh, why? Oh,
It takes
because
up
you
all
want
the
to
room.
leave early and go practice.
Oh,
don't you?
why are they in the car? Yeah,
Yeah.
so I can go to the
I thought you
room.
said you hadn't played since Freddie was
I
born.
haven't. They've been sitting in there, and I always think
He keeps shit on all of his seats, so can't ever
Yeah.
get him in a lift.
And I always
Sorry,
think-
man.
I should take them out in case they get broken into, but then I do think it's a good excuse to have golf clubs in the car because there's no room.
I feel your golf clubs always in the car is a good one.
You
Plus,
never know when you might want to
I
play.
live in a
Petrol
two-story
you're
walk up.
using.
I two-story walk up. I've got nowhere to keep them
Yeah.
apart from the car. So.
Yeah.
We were driving to South Yarra, just near, there's like, you know, like St Kilda Road there. I'm trying to work out what road you're going. It's basically when you're heading onto like Toorak Road, because the Chapel Street is where the,
What's like
sort of thing.
Kings? You got Kings.
yeah, you know where there's like, do you know what I'm talking about? There's like a Macca's there, and it's like a white building. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, hang on, I'll get it up on street.
Oh,
It's like a very nice looking Macca's.
You talking about where the price line is?
Do you mean like Chapel Street and Toorak Road?
Before that though,
Before
like
that.
it's like it's basically St Kilda Road. Here we go. I
yeah,
think
it's
this is
St
the-
Kilda Road.
Yeah, that Macca's there. You know that one?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
St Kilda Road.
Yes.
So we're just chatting away there, and Tina just told me that she'd never done a hook turn before in her life, and she's lived
Tina,
in-
you've lived in
Absolute-
Melbourne your whole life.
I'm terrified I'll avoid it like the plague.
and in my head I was like, oh, that's kind of cute, but I was like, what a weak driver, you know? I've done tons of hook turns, I'm fine. And then so then we were turning, and there's like just a lot of lanes. It's very confusing. There's sort of like, it is a bit confusing. So there's this big truck coming here. So we were sort of this side, right? And so there's trams and people fart-assing around everywhere, and there's tons of lanes. And so I've sort of driven around here. I know I'm using a visual representation,
Yeah,
and no
yeah.
one else in the podcast can see. I just sort of wanted to put it in your guys' heads. And so like we've sort of turned in, and I was on a wider lane. And I've just sort of drifted into this lane here. There's a double yellow line.
Hang on.
there.
So you've drifted
Oh
into
my
the
God.
tram lane.
Yeah, the tram
Into
lane.
oncoming tram
Yeah,
traffic.
so where there would be trams coming from both angles.
Yeah.
So you could get pounded from the back. And
Was there a
from the
tram?
front. There wasn't, but I noticed we were a bit higher than the other cars. And Tina said, "I think you are on the tram." And I said, "What, Tina? Don't be ridiculous. Jeez, come on. You know, I know what I'm doing. I've done tons of hook turns." And then I was sort of looking, I was like, yeah, no, they're definitely, like, we were a good head and shoulders above the other cars. And so I quickly pulled a hard left, and thank God Tina was concentrating. Otherwise, we would have been on the news last night. And then Tina was basically laughing like that until we got to Priceline, and then she nearly told Ben. I said, "I feel like this is an off-air podcast."
Yes.
Story. Were you like nervous laughing, or were you laughing because you're just like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that just happened"?
I was just laughing. I thought it was really funny because just real
And then you
Adelaide moment for you.
You kept like apologising to me that you're laughing. Oh, it's fine, Tina. Lap it up. Lap it up.
You're like the guy that drives on the O-Bahn. You know?
Yeah. You said that weird.
Sorry.
Yeah, Oban.
That's how it's spelled.
Sorry.
To be honest, I'm more. I can't believe you took that route to go.
That sound you said that like someone from down south who doesn't take the O-Bahn.
Oban, yeah, I think
Can I say,
So-
every time I've had to read news for Adelaide, that's happened.
We
Like
used to
the
have
sporadic times I've had to cover news for
it's like a
Adelaide,
once a
that's
year
been in
thing,
it.
yeah.
So the O-Bahn is like, but for people who don't know, it's basically like it's not like a train track. It's where buses drive on. It's
It
like
is
a
like a train
hybrid.
track.
So it kind of is, I suppose. It's not very high tech. These little wheels pop out the side of the bus, and then it sort of locks it onto the cement tracks, and it goes along there. And you
Yeah.
definitely couldn't drive a car along there. And
The purpose of it is it gets the buses from the city to out north quicker.
yeah, quicker.
Yeah.
And I used to catch it when we worked at Fresh. I was taking the O-Bahn in every.
Couldn't
every
they just
in
rather
and
than,
out.
I've never understood with the O-Bahn. Couldn't they just make it a road and the buses just drive where they're going?
No,
There's
because then you
traffic?
don't want the cars and stuff, and
I-
they build it like that. I think so that
Probably
no
cheaper
cars
to
can
build
go.
that than a road.
You reckon it's cheaper to do the O-Bahn than a
No, there's
road?
less
laying
concrete,
Nah.
Also, bus highway. It's just
I
funny.
was just thought, why don't you just have a train instead?
That would
Well,
be
I
more
definitely
expensive.
think this one. This is a sort of a confusing road because there's so many cars. You can go down this way. You can go down
Okay,
this way,
so
this way,
Yeah,
this
Liam.
way, this way, not that way.
Tina and I were just saying we both find it astounding that you took that route anyway to get to South Yarra.
I had no idea where we were. It's
Yeah,
just
like why would you take that way?
You just go like
mate.
the King's Way, right?
You go
And-
Queens,
Yeah.
you go down Queens, and then it literally turns.
So why
onto
did
it.
we get
And
there
then
before
Princess
Ben?
Highway.
Because I parked in a weird car park. I definitely beat you there.
Yeah, it's just
Did
Did you pay $17?
I paid $17 to park
mine was
for
free.
20 minutes. Yeah, I'm not arguing you got a better car park.
Yeah.
Absolutely, you did.
In my head,
But you
it's
went a weird way. for
so
sure.
funny the people that would have been driving next to you going, look at this moron.
yeah, you were the O-Bahn guy.
It was pretty wild. I don't know. I just blanked.
Did
Don't
you,
blink when
Did you
you
ever do a
drive.
phone in Adelaide? Did you ever get someone who'd ever driven on the O-Bahn?
No, we
no.
did. We did a segment though where we had like the O-Bahn count, and I said like
that-
Andy, damn.
oh, God.
And
Hear that? Hear that?
and we would be like ding ding. We'd ring a bell when someone did it, and we'd see
Oh,
how many we'd
that's
get
glorious.
that year.
The
That was
O-Bahn
kind
counter.
of that was kind of a bit.
It's
yeah.
usually foreigners, I think.
Yeah.
yeah, I think so. I
Even though there's
suppose-
signs that say "Do not drive down here" and like flashing lights.
It's
and stuff,
Adelaide's.
Yeah. Yeah. Feels like an edit coming on there.
I tuned out. I didn't know what was
Oh, see, and that's how easy it is, especially on the road sometimes. And the next minute, you've killed Tina with a tram.
but anyway, Scudder's here with some beers. For
Yes,
us.
yeah. So we did an interview, and it's kind of confusing. It's like sometimes we get like pre-recorded interviews. So I think this will be on the show next week. So we already did it, been folded this week. We did drop the baby.
Just really quickly before we say what we're about to do, Scud, you holding your phone up. You've got no case. You told us about that last week.
Yeah.
Update on how life's going with a phone without a case.
I dropped it yesterday
How did it go?
in the bathroom and it made the noise and I was like, that's
yeah.
no good.
So
I,
slap.
I was already planning, my route to the Telstra store to get the next one
Yeah,
and it's fine.
it's okay. No crackage.
Nah. Oh, it's got a little tiny like some of the paint came off the side.
You're really living life on the edge.
You
having
should
a
get
phone without a
you should
case.
get yourself an OtterBox.
TM.
OtterBox.
They're a lot more durable than they used to be. Remember when you used to look at an iPhone, it would crack the wrong way, or it like even moved in your pocket. Well, now they can undergo a little more,
Yeah.
Oh, see, I've
exactly.
got a phone case on mine, and I got a crack. I think it was like the first week. So
You know what I like about the OtterBox? Looking at Liam's is I feel like the OtterBox, like we're talking 5 years ago, they used to be quite chunky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because they provided obviously outstanding protection.
And it used to say OtterBox in the back in
yeah.
big letters.
Whereas
yeah.
now you look at the OtterBox, and I still feel
It's a
like
sleek design.
it looks like it gives you the same robust protection, but it's a more slimline design.
I reckon I could be like, if I was shot and this was in my top pocket,
Absolutely.
it'd be like one of those news stories. It's like, iPhone saves man's
Well,
heart.
Otterbox saves man's
Otterbox,
heart.
yeah.
How
Otterbox,
is
yeah.
what is the update on that? Are we getting a sponsorship?
Trying. They're not a
Okay,
client, so they've
excellent.
been sent to the direct.
We'll make sure we
reps.
cut this and send them
Yes.
this as well.
Yeah, we love it.
I actually, when I fixed phones back before radio,
That's right.
there was a guy that
Before
used to
the
come
Air
in.
Force.
Before that.
Before
yeah,
the
yeah.
DJ.
Yeah, before that. Yeah.
And before you did your own radio show.
Yes, way before
yeah.
that. There was a guy that came in probably once a month, and he was a tradie, and he smashed his glass every month.
Yeah.
Without fail, he'd come in
Yeah.
another $150 for a screen.
Yeah.
Anyway, got to like the 10th time, and I said, "Get an Otterbox." Sold him an Otterbox.
Never
saw him.
Never saw him again.
That's a testimonial.
And that's, the screen protection people, they probably wouldn't like that because they're
No.
losing business.
No.
They're losing
Yeah.
a customer, but you knew what to do there.
Well,
you knew
yeah,
the
the-
right thing at that point was to
Exactly.
recommend the Otterbox.
It looks good, Case, because Ben's right. They used to be big and grey, and
Yep.
they look like tradie phones.
Yep.
Big harumphy.
Well, I don't
chode
like
things.
chunk. I don't like chode.
No.
Like I don't carry cards or a wallet or anything on me. I run sleek, and the only reason I like this Otterbox as well because I've actually got my work card tucked in there. So if you ever steal my phone, you can break into Nova.
Yep.
That's fun. If you see me.
Do we, if Otterbox do come on as a sponsor, to prove how durable they are?
Yes.
Yes.
Are we going to take one of their cases in a old phone to the range and we'll put it on those little machines?
That'd be
I don't think they say it can last a
I thought, bro,
gunshot.
I thought your suggestion was going to be to prove our loyalty to Otterbox. We put our own phones in an Otterbox and we do things to them to prove that we trust the Otterbox. So rather than getting an old one, put my phone in an Otterbox and I throw it off like a
You can
four-story
do
building.
that.
You throw it off the world famous rooftop.
Yes. Belle, you'd have to do it because if they're a sponsor of the show, you have to do it.
Also, your phone is just my old phone anyway. So.
No, I've passed that one.
Oh
now.
yeah, what do you got
This
now?
is my mum's old phone.
Oh, okay.
What is it, like a 9 or something?
It's a
Success.
Two cameras.
man. I've gone from one camera to
See
two.
that?
Right?
I've got a third one.
Yeah,
now.
what do you need? You know what? I've got a prediction for 2024. I think the prediction, one of my predictions for this year is that Apple will release the newest iPhone and it will be back to one camera to keep it simple, but it will be
Cyclops.
as good as your 3.
Apparently, it's 2. This is the newest iPhone.
And it's gone. See, they've gone back. Why do they have
No,
like so
no,
unnecessary?
no,
It's all chunky
no,
and big.
Is that the newest, is it, Andy?
They're not
But
releasing
the
a new
bigger
one
ones
until
have
next year.
See, so mine looks like yours, Andy.
No, but the Pro version of the new one.
Wouldn't have
Better
thought
put
so.
yours away.
Jesus, that's a very old
This is like
model.
I think this is a. I think it's like a. I don't
Can
know
you
what
text
this
on
is.
that?
Hang on. Shut up! This is new for me.
You've been getting a bit of a hard time this morning, Bill.
Did you send
haven't you?
NNS on that thing?
The Pro version of the
Mini
new one
one.
has 3.
Yeah, right.
He just
Oh,
Andy,
that-
just doesn't have the
Andy hasn't
Pro.
got the Pro.
He's got the standard.
Oh, lol.
I've got it.
This is a 13.
Out of myself as a pauper.
I think if anything, the next one's going to have 4 or 5.
Yeah. Like
It's gonna
Spider.
add
No, I
Oh,
think they're
yeah.
going
I
to
reckon it-
realise why do we have this many cameras, and everyone's going to laugh and go, "Remember when we had like 3 cameras on the back?"
Wishful thinking from someone with 2 cameras.
Well, did you hear that Elon Musk's startup just put a chip in someone's brain? So I reckon
Yeah.
we're just going to have the phones in our brains
Yes.
now.
Yeah.
That's it. Look, wanted to
Get a little Otterbox for the brain chip.
people wearing Otterbox helmets.
Anyway, back to the biz.
Yeah, so there's an interview you're going to hear next week on the show, Forbidden Folder, which is with what's even the term of it again? It's
An intimacy
coordinator. Yeah, so if someone's like rooting in a movie, they're obviously not doing it for real, and someone has to like choreograph it, and there's like safe ways of doing it, and make sure everyone feels safe and all that sort of thing. So we were asking her questions, and she was a great guest, and she kept like. We were all sort of cheering. You won't hear this because we were sort of mime cheering. Like I think Belle first, she asked a question and said, "That's a great question," and
Yeah.
Ben and I started
Yeah.
pretending to.
Oh,
chat.
And I was
Belle,
like, "Yay,
Belle,
mime
Belle."
cheering.
I'll play the audio, but when you're interviewing someone, one of the greatest feelings in the world is when they say, "That's a great
Yeah.
question."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
normally, if they say it 2 or 3 times, it's probably just a bit of a crutch.
Yeah.
They're sort of they're buffering a little bit, but just have a little listen.
Do you overthink it, or do you just kind of leave it at work?
It's such a great question.
That sounded genuine.
And we're going,
So she's going, wow. She's like, Belle, I've been interviewed by a lot of people, and I've never had a question that good before. And then I'm getting nervous. I'm going, ooh, how am I going to follow this? I step up to the plate. Is there like a hit list that you love?
Oh, look, it's an awesome question.
Awesome question. she's saying.
Awesome
We're all
Awesome.
mime
And
cheering.
I'm getting a little on my high horse. I'm going, ooh, gee whiz.
I think I started.
Maybe I am pretty good at
started
interviews.
Mime chanting, Leo.
Yeah. And then there was this. Chloe, if you're at a barbecue and someone asks what you do for work, how do you explain it?
Oh, this is a great question.
That's an absolute dinger. Like, at that point, I think I was pretending to hitting a home run. I was like pointing my finger up at
Liam's
the producers
on
going,
two.
I am goated, dude.
Yeah.
I literally, like,
And
I'm basically Michael Parkinson.
At this point, there's a lot of pressure on me to really come to the table.
Ben's like sweating. Like, he's like, I've actually... like, honestly, in an interview, we've never done an interview where someone has said 3 times, wow, what a great question. So you're running red hot.
Mm-hmm. So what happens if you're filming a scene and the male actor gets a sudden rush of blood during the scene? What happens then?
This is probably one of the most commonly asked questions.
We're striking.
We're all pointing and laughing at him. And that is what a kick to the shins. This is a loser question from a dumb man.
Basic
You
bitch.
are a stupid little ape boy. I will not even dignify this bullshit with an answer.
The worst part was, and you hear something goes to air, but the worst part was I asked that question in the middle of the interview.
Yeah.
That was a question that was written down in the interview document that I didn't write. We, as a team, we all put our brains together and we write the interview document. I don't know who wrote that question, but that wasn't my question.
Not a bad question.
Who
as well,
wrote
to be
it?
fair.
No, I think I know who wrote the question.
To be fair, I don't think it was a bad question.
Brody?
She obviously thought it was
Brody was
horseshit.
here.
I wrote the question, and I'll argue that's the best question of all those that we just played.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
care
yeah.
about any of the
That's
others.
because
No, I think
she's
it's
the most
yeah.
common one
Yeah.
she gets.
And yeah, realistically, she means like it's a good question because it's like it's actually what everyone wants to know as
Yeah.
far as that role is.
So
concerned.
I asked that question that Brody wrote. I got insulted by
Yeah,
her.
it was funny. We were all laughing at you. for
But the
sure.
worst part was Liam's second question that got complimented
Yes.
about what do you tell people you do if you're chatting at a barbecue.
Yeah.
That was my question.
that Ben
So
asked that
Liam
question.
rode off my coattails.
Yeah. Yep. And true. And
that stings.
And it's very unfortunate.
And and the thing that sucks is off air I can say that.
Yeah.
On air, people are just going to think that I suck.
Imagine if Ben did an edit in the interview. He comes and goes, well, actually, Kelly, I was the one who wrote that on the interview document.
Oh, well, it's a bit of insight
Man,
for you.
so funny. That is one of the most common questions we get.
What a dog shit question
I also
to ask me.
I'm
disagree
stopping this
with her
interview
response.
now.
She said that it's impossible for men to, get in that situation. That it just doesn't happen. I promise you, if we stood in this room for 10 minutes,
Brody!
I could do it. I
Don't
promise
make
you,
it weird.
I'm just saying I could do
I
it.
kind of want to do that.
Hey, anyone who's feeling uncomfortable can leave now. But
Yeah, we are gonna proceed.
We may not
What
end the
movie is that
podcast
in?
until Brody
And-
bars up.
It's in Bad Neighbours.
Bad Neighbours, that's it. And the Franco boy, Dave Franco, is like, look, I can get one on command. And he stands there in front of everyone.
This
Can
is
he-
the
oh,
exact
does he
reason
do
we
it?
need
Yeah,
intimacy
wow.
coordinators.
You just got to take yourself to that zone in that space where you sometimes operate, and you block out everyone else, and you stop thinking about it, and then hold on.
Somewhere else.
Yeah, you're a bit too close there, Ash. Fun fact about Bad Neighbours. In America, it's just called Neighbours. Oh, okay.
Really?
Everyone
But they
knows
couldn't
that.
call it neighbours here
Broke
because
the
obviously
TV show.
neighbours. Yeah,
Like Suddenly 30.
Yeah.
13 going on 30.
that's right.
Yep.
Why is it different?
I don't know why they can't have Suddenly 30 over there. Why is that?
Now you've come to the fact party with an empty fact.
Zootopia used to be called Zootropolis in
Yes,
different
it
regions.
did. Yeah, it
But now I think they changed it worldwide.
Which one was the Sorcerer's Stone instead of the Philosopher's Stone?
Yes,
What was
that
I
is-
believe
that
you're
is-
implying that's Harry Potter.
No, I know it's Harry Potter. Like, where was it different?
America.
Have you seen that?
Because I don't think they're like sorcerer.
They got
the Sorcerer's Stone.
that show on Apple TV with Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon, The Morning Show, which in
Morning Wars.
Australia's called The Morning Wars because of that Larry Emder show, The Morning Show.
There you go. So this is many
full
examples here. A full fact. Welcome to the party.
I've got a list. I've got a
any
list.
others?
I've got a list of
Yeah, cool.
15.
Oh, yeah.
Would you want me to just read them out? Because
Yeah,
Go
let's
ahead,
do
go
them.
ahead.
don't cheat, Bill. Don't look.
Go ahead.
13 going on 30 became suddenly 30 in Australia.
Thank you.
I like 13 going on 30 is like sounds better.
No, it doesn't.
agree.
Suddenly 30.
Oh,
Suddenly 30.
Well, I'm going to F myself.
Aeroplane in
flying
1980 became
Flying
flying high.
Okay, yeah, can we play the game where we try and...
Yeah, Brody and Ash
looking
can't play. They're behind
Yeah, they
you.
can see.
Yep. I will also say some of these movies you might not know. Fever Pitch in 2005 with Drew Barrymore and
Going
Jim
the
Fallon.
Distance. Going the Distance?
No, it's not right, Tina.
I only know that movie is Fever Pitch. It's a great rom-com.
Yeah, it's
He's
about baseball.
He's a Boston Red Sox fan.
Yep.
Pitch
so fever pitch transformed into the perfect catch.
Oh, right. It's mildly amusing.
Oh, no way.
Oh, okay, this one.
Yeah.
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, 2004. What did that change to? Outside of America. Because I know it's Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
I mean, because there's also Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay, but that was the
Yeah.
second.
But I reckon that movie was big when we were in our like pirate DVD era.
So we were using the
DVD
American.
Yeah. So
What,
outside when it was-
Harold and Kumar's Big Adventure or something.
Harold and Kumar go to Hungry Jack's.
Harold and Kumar get the munchies.
Oh, that's worse. Harold and Kumar go to Hungry Jack's.
Harry and the Hendersons, 1987. Never heard of it.
Yeah.
Bigfoot and the Hendersons.
Oh, no.
Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone changed to Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah.
Give him a clap.
I don't know how to say this word. Hoosiers in 1986.
Hosier?
Is it
Who's used? I would say.
Hoosiers
church.
changed to what in Australia?
Don't know. Is it big film?
I don't think so. Best shot.
Should we skip the shit ones?
Yeah.
I can.
If you don't know
it's just
it-
hard because I have to. Okay, if I don't know it, I won't do it.
If you don't know it, don't do
Okay.
it.
Live Free or Die Hard, 2007.
Die Hard 4.
What was it? Yeah, it is Die Hard. Yep.
Bloody nice. That's the one where it's like the tech guy.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the one. Yeah, all the Russians shoot it up at the
the
start.
helicopter. Like,
Neighbours
Yeah.
changed to Bad Neighbours. Pirates. I'm sorry, give it a clap.
Thank you.
Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Men Tell No Tales.
Dead Man's Chest.
No, that's the Dead Man Tells No Tales is the 5th.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what did that? Was that?
So, yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. Dead Men Tell No Tales. 2017 changed to what?
Davy Jones.
Overseas.
Willie.
Changed to Pirates of the is it Caribbean or Caribbean?
Well,
Caribbean.
We are the pirates of the
Changed
Caribbean.
to
Movie. Word.
Salazar's Revenge.
Salazar's Revenge.
I feel like Jack was the only one into that one.
I like that film.
Do you like them past the second one?
Four's well.
World's
Okay,
End
no,
was
you know
the
what? We have
shittest
no
thing.
time.
World's End
Here's one.
sucked.
Did you know?
Oh, okay. There is definitely no
I like
time.
1, 2, and 3. I didn't like the rest.
Perfect trilogy.
The Avengers in the UK got changed to Avengers Assemble.
Why though? Like,
That might need a puzzle.
It got changed to The Avengers. You're right.
Here's one that doesn't
Avengers
seem
stuff.
real, but the Mighty Ducks
Oh,
changed to what in Australia?
The Mighty
it's
Ducks is
something
called
really
different.
generic, isn't it?
It is something
Hockey
generic, yeah.
guys.
Yeah,
the
it's
hockey
like
boys.
it's like Win Now or like
So obviously we know it as Mighty Ducks because it was so iconic, but if you actually
I've
bought it
answered this
here,
trivia
it was called
question
something else.
the Mighty Ibis.
It's called Champions.
That's insane.
The Peanuts movie, is called Snoopy and Charlie Brown.
Yeah. I heard of that one.
yeah, right.
Oh, here's a good one. 1993, the year I was born, The Sandlot.
Sandlot Kids.
Yes, correct, Andy.
Hey.
One of the great films.
Great movie.
Benny the Jet Rodriguez.
Zootopia changed to Zootropolis. Very good.
Thank you.
And I believe that's all of them.
Excellent. Well done to you if you stuck around to the end of that. Very impressive.
I think the best ones were the ones we heard already.
Yeah.
The Mighty Ducks
Top
one
line.
is a really good trivia one.
Yeah.
Because Champions is such a shit
Oh,
name.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Good to learn a little
Wonder
bit
what that's
as well
about.
in the pod. Now, maybe you could open this dialogue with your friends at home. You could say, "Hey, did you know?" And you could list a few off. That's maybe something you could do later on today as a little exercise.
Just finally, we've got a pop shield on a hand sanitizer bottle.
Wonderful. And I
So
think
not right.
I think that'll
Do we
do
get a
us.
clap?
Sorry, Belle held her phone up again.
Oh, come on. All right, it's the end. I'm hungry. Come on.
We don't have time for food.
Bye.
Ben's got to go play golf. Oh, no, next week.
Next week, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
I can go today, though. If we
No, we're
want.
going to the courthouse.
Well, I went last week and you didn't go, so...
Oh, okay. Well, then Liam and I can go. It's on
Well, I mean,
shifts
I
now.
also went last week. So imagine if we sent Bill to the courthouse.
By yourself.
You would be terrified.
I would never come back.
So who is actually going to go?
Well, I was thinking it'd be all three of us.
Is that too many people?
You shitting me?
Oh, I can go.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I know that I will be one of them because I didn't go last week.
Mm-hmm.
So it's out of you two.
Feels like he's trying to weasel his way out.
I
of
would
the
say,
courthouse,
to be
isn't it?
honest, actually, I would say, Ben, you should go now because then next Wednesday you're leaving early and Liam and I can go.
Yep. I agree with that.
All right.
That's fair.
Sweet.
And
Uh-oh,
then-
Ben's stuck with me.
Yeah.
He's
yeah,
going to hate it.
Fair enough.
I actually think Liam should come because he's way better at it.
I'm the approach. I'm the.
Oh, I'm a
he's the
girl, so
approacher.
I'm not going to be approaching it.
But I feel like, Bill, you being there will provide safety.
Yes, yes. They'll be nicer, I think.
Are people pretty receptive when you approach them?
It sort of depends who you. Some people are on a different planet, but some people they're pretty like.
Some are really nice. Some you can tell you wouldn't approach. Other ones are like, nah, and then they walk away and they go, actually, what is it? And they come back.
Was there
Yeah.
any big, no, go away?
Nah, there's no aggression.
No.
That would
Okay.
probably put us back in our
That's good.
place.
There was one guy who was air punching, but we didn't approach him.
But to be fair, we both if two 6'2" guys come up to you, you know what I mean, you're
Yeah.
pretty intimidated anyway. Most of those crims are pretty intimidated just from pure height.
I've spent a
Pure
lot of
height.
time at the Melbourne Magistrates Court, and
Just
I never
from-
received
yeah.
a very warm welcome. I won't repeat the things that were said to
Yes.
me.
I
but, yeah.
would like to hear one.
Why were you there?
Perhaps
Did you commit
Scudder,
heinous crime?
if anything pops into your mind, but perhaps Scudder could beep it just to be a nice way to end the podcast.
Unless it's derogatory, 'cause I feel like it's
Oh yeah,
insulting to you specifically.
I don't want you to have to dig past.
No, it was
former,
it's pretty foul.
Yeah, I think we can. I think we can leave it.
Yeah, and I was at the court. Sorry to answer your question, Jack,
Yeah.
for work because I was a court reporter.
You were the court reporter.
Really?
Or
I've
whenever I
worked-
was covering courts.
Did you ever do county court or only magistrates?
Yeah, sometimes Supreme, County, Maggies, bit of everything.
Bit of Maggi. There you go. Maggi noodles. We'll have some noodles today.
What does the word Magi mean to you? Because I think of Magi like a wizard.
Do you know what they call flies in the UK? Midgies.
What?
Yeah, it's very the little one.
Tiny ones.
Midgies. Yeah, they call them midgies.
The other day I was getting.
Oh no, I've got a midgie on me.
Did
That
you know
sounds derogatory.
there
I've
is
said
nowhere in
something.
the world apart from the Arctic that doesn't have flies?
That's a good fact.
Because I googled it because I was annoyed about flies. I was like, where can I go in the world that doesn't have flies? There's flies everywhere in the
Oh, if
world.
you pop to the ice.
What about the Antarctic?
Yeah, I think it's anywhere there's temperatures below.
There's two places.
So Russia.
No, I think they got flies in
Siberia?
certain parts.
The
Well, I don't know. The quick Google search that I did said only Arctic.
The Simpsons baby, Maggie. It's another one.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
But Maggi and Maggie are different.
Well, we sent something to the Arctic last week. We could ask them.
Yeah, we
Yeah, you
could.
see any flies?
No, it was Monday.
True.
I think of Maggie Rogers.
Oh yeah.
I think of Maggie Smith.
My granddad's got a friend. She's called Madge.
Yeah, nice.
Madge from Neighbours. Was that a Neighbours?
She was married to
character?
PJ.
Harold and Matt.
Yeah.
He died.
Madge topic tennis. Noodles. Jack, you're up.
Maggie Simpson.
Yeah.
I did mind Maggie Smith.
We've all done ours.
Magic the Gathering.
Nice.
Tina?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, get out!
And Bell.
My Jack Door.
Big dog. Big dog energy.
Margarine.
No.
Margarine.
You can't skip Ash also.
Yeah, Ash, you on?
Oh well, can I just repeat Magistrates Court?
Yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I've got
I'm out.
Oh.
I got none.
Major, like as in the army rank.
No, you've done what Brody did and you've changed the name. You can't change
Are
the
you
word.
allowed-
I'm
to say
allowing it to be twisted 10%.
No, what?
That's how I
Does
heard the
it
game
have to
evolving.
begin with it? Because I was going to say Ice Magic.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Madge, but I mean Madonna. Like the nickname
Yeah.
people use
Yeah.
for
Pretty good.
Madonna.
Yeah, okay.
I'm out.
Oh, I've got a good one.
Magic Sand.
Oh, that was playing a good game.
Major Laser.
Major, though. That's
It's kind
major
it's kind of
later.
15%.
Yeah.
Holy-
I'll allow it.
That's not it.
I'll
Are you
allow that.
out already?
Is he out?
Yeah, he said. Well, no, because he's got the same rule that you had, where you bent it a little bit.
Magic Johnson.
That's a good one.
Magic
mate.
Mountain.
That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Adelaide
okay.
reference.
Adelaide deep cut.
Magic Dirt, the band.
Magic topic tennis.
There's a Magic Dirt. There's a band.
Well,
called
it's
Magic
turned into magic,
Yeah.
but it should be Madge.
It should be, but...
Yes. Scud?
The Scuds.
I am out.
Oh, you're out?
Yeah.
Yes.
You, Bill.
Oh, shit. I thought I had a bit of time.
3.
2.
Magic
One.
Cape.
Yeah.
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 Fair enough.
I'm out.
Okay.
The magic carpet from Aladdin.
Very good.
Pretty good.
The song "Rude" by the band Magic.
Nice. 24-karat magic.
Whoa.
Magic wand.
That's good.
Magician.
Keeping it real.
Going longer than I thought.
Yeah.
Siegfried and Roy.
That's a striker. I reckon that's out.
They're two very famous magicians. The most famous magicians of all time.
Have it in there.
Just change it. It's
I
too
reckon
far.
you're
No,
right.
that's no.
Yeah, I reckon you're
You
out.
say frickin' Houdini.
The Magic School Bus.
Yes, very good.
I'm done. I like it.
Magic eraser. That stuff you
Oh,
buy
yeah.
for your house, you know?
Nice, that's a good one.
That's a fire one.
Plinth.
Oh.
Yes, that's I'm done.
That means Andy and Liam. 3, 2.
Every little thing she does is magic by the police.
It's just songs that.
Oh, it's magic.
Oh, I got one.
Too late.
Perry Como, magic.
I thought I had to start with magic.
I said ice magic early on to really
Queen.
set
It's
that.
a kind of magic.
It's turning into songs with the word magic in it.
Yeah, exactly. I thought I had to start with magic.
Let him go.
3,
2,
2, 1.
Liam wins.
The High Wizard! Magic Man.
I was so tapped as well, so I was like,
Yeah, no,
I was looking at you like I was calling you bluff. I had
What is
nothing.
the word magic?
About love and sexy magic.
Oh, yeah.
We found out what the word
Yep,
magic
yep,
means to us.
yep.
to most people, yeah.
It was the Madges we met along the way.
Magic. All right, cool.
Alright, very good.
Nice, guys.
See ya.
Yeah.